What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's me, Melva, and we back with another video, another episode with Jay Uso. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe so we can keep this thing rolling. And oh yeah, hype your girl up so I can make it to the algorithm. That's right, the algorithm, because the algorithm ain't working for me. Alright, let's get into it. In the last episode, Cameron was like, wait. Yeah, Cameron finally caught up with him. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go check out that last episode. Catch yourself up. Let's hop into it. Cameron holds his trembling hands up in pure surrender, the arrogance completely stripped away. Look, man, look. We could talk this out. No need for whatever you planning Saturday. He tries to inch towards the door, sweat pouring down his face. I'll retract everything. I'll delete the episode, he pleads, his eyes darting back to you. You can do that? But what you mean, Saturday? It's happening tonight, I chuckle softly. Oh boy. The realization hits Cameron like a freight train. He understands now that tonight is the night. Right here, right now. There's no talking his way out of this. He looks around desperately, seeing the other men tied up in the cold, emotionless mass of your crew. No. Yeah. 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 Cameron's fight or flight instinct kicks in full force. But there's nowhere to run. He's trapped between you and Jay, with Roman and Jacob securing the other men. He looks at you with genuine fear in his eyes. Man, come on, we got history. Nothing good. The only history we got is that pink tall tee, Jay says with no emotion. The comment hangs heavy in the air. That pink tall tee was from the infamous episode where Cameron talked about disrespecting the Usos, their family, their legacy, making it a symbol of everything he said. Jay's voice is completely flat, no anger, no emotion, just cold, hard truth. Cameron's mouth opens, but nothing comes out. He knows he's done. The warehouse is silent except for Cameron's panic breathing. You can see the realization hit him. He's not getting out of this. The jokes, the disrespect, the mockery of Jay's pink tea, the undermining of their family name. It's all led to this moment. He tries to speak but chokes on his own fear. I get the directions to get rid of the other guys while I leave Cameron for Jay. You signal Roman and Jacob, who each take one of the restrained men and begin leading them toward the back exit, but the rest of your team is waiting. Sergey and the two cash counters are pushed out, leaving only you, Jay, and the trembling Cameron in the room. The tension is thick enough to cut with a knife. Jay doesn't move. So what's the plan, Oos? Jay rolls his neck, the popping sound echoing slightly in the warehouse, keeping his eyes locked on Cameron. He slowly adjusts his gloves, a calm demeanor never slipping. We ain't rushing, Oos. We're gonna send a message. He gestures toward the steel table in the center of the room. Tie him to that. Face up. Got it. You move swiftly, grabbing Cameron and dragging him over to the table. He struggles weakly, his bravado completely shattered. You secure his arms and legs to the table with thick ropes, leaving him spread eagle and vulnerable. Jay watches him passively as you finish tying the knots. Act like y'all didn't hear that. You move swiftly, grabbing Cameron and dragging him over to the table. He struggles weakly. Oh yeah, I already read that. My fault, y'all. I'm getting distracted. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm back. My bad. That'll never happen again. I mean, I might pause, but not like that. Jay walks over to the table slowly, like a predator circling prey. He pulls out a knife, small, simple, nothing theatrical, just a tool. He holds it in his right hand, spinning it casually. He meets your eyes for a brief second, nodding. I can't take it. I'm sorry. Even in this moment, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Because I'm about to fold. And then his gaze locks back on Cameron. Remember that pink tea, Cameron? Cameron nods, whimpering slightly. He remembers the tea. He remembers mocking it, laughing about it, making it a joke. Jay's voice is steady, almost conversationally toned. You remember how you laughed when I wore it? I wore that shit out of respect for you, bum ass motherfucker. I rock with your music. You know you a fan for real, and now you about to die about it. Damn shame. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Jay presses the flat of the cold knife blade against Cameron's cheek. Cameron tries to turn his head away, but there's nowhere to go. Jay leans down, his voice dropping an octave, turning deadly serious. You disrespected the bloodline, oof. Ooh! You disrespected the legacy, all for some clout. Ooh! Some motherfucking clout, killer. Cam'ron's eyes dart between you and Jay, realizing this isn't about a t-shirt or a podcast anymore. This is about the legacy, about respect, about family. And he just shit on all of it for internet points. Jay moves the knife down Cam'ron's face across his lips almost like a kiss, but deadly. He pauses there for a moment before suddenly pulling back and slicing down Cam'ron's right cheek. This is for disrespecting my blood. He slides down the left cheek. Jay moves the knife down Cam'ron's neck, pressing the blade flat against his Adam's apple. This is for disrespecting my legacy. He presses harder, drawing a thin line of blood. In this, he moves the knife down to Cam'ron's chest directly over his heart. He digs the tip of the knife into the skin right above Cam'ron's heart, just enough to break the surface. This is for disrespecting the business. Me. He looks over at you, his expression deadly calm. Hold his ass still, bae. Don't let him move. He presses the blade deeper, carving a clean, precise line. Are you feeling the Usos now, Cam'ron? Yeah, Cam. Are you feeling Usi or no? Cam'ron screams through gritted teeth, tears streaming down his face. As Jay carves into him, the pain is unimaginable, both physical and emotional. He realizes now, too late, that he disrespected living legends, real gangsters, men with actual bloodlines and legacies. Please, I'm sorry, he sobs hysterically. Help! He screams, which makes me laugh because all I can think about is the movie Killer Season. Help! I scream with him. Shut up, bro. Ain't nobody coming, G. Ain't no one coming, G. Oh my god, bro. The way he screamed help, oh, Killer Season. That's how he just screamed help. And that tickled me. But ain't nobody coming, G. Jay burst out laughing, throwing his head back at your reference to Killer Season. The laugh is dark, echoing off the walls of the room. That shit classic. He looks back down at Cam'ron, wiping a tear of laughter from his eye. You screaming for help like you did in the movie Killer. That shit was hilarious. Anyway, let's finish this. Jay's laughter face instantly replaced by the cold intensity from before. The knife is still pressed into Cam'ron's chest, blood pooling beneath him. Cam'ron's screams have turned into pathetic whimpers. Yeah, let's just finish. Jay grabs the knife handle firmly with both hands, raising it above Cam'ron's chest. I watch him closely. He's always been an up-close and personal kind of guy. I can't fuck with the knife. Too gory for me. I'm more of a gun girly. Jay sees the slight cringe on your face as he raises the knife, knowing your preference for guns over the messiness of blades. Without hesitation, he brings the knife down in a swift, brutal arc, carving a deep X into Cam'ron's chest. Oh, I'm cringing. Ouch. Ouch. Ooh. Cam'ron screams, his blood curdling, his body convulsing against the restraints as blood pours from his deep wounds. Ah! Jay steps back, his chest heaving slightly from the exertion, but his expression is calm, almost satisfied. There. We good? You gonna let him live? Jay pauses, considering your question. He looks down at Cam'ron, who is barely conscious, his life slowly draining away. A slow smile spreads across Jay's face. Nah, we ain't letting him live. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a silenced pistol. Well, let's finish this. I'll call Roman and Jacob to make sure they're taking care of the other guys before calling the cleaners. Jay nods, moving around the table to stand next to you. He presses the silenced pistol against Cam'ron's forehead, his hand steady as stone. You pull out your phone, calling Roman first. Yo, everything clean on your end? Roman's voice comes through the speaker. Roman's voice is calm. Yep, Sergey and the two others handled. No loose ends. Jacob chimes in from the background. Cleaners, ETA 20 minutes. You nod, looking at Jay, who meets your eyes and gives a slight nod in return. You in the car just as Cam'ron lets out one last pitiful cry. Please. Wait. Wait. What do we say when he just stops his podcast with no explanation, bro? Like, what we gonna say? He just gonna, cause he do got like a whole life, bro. Let me clean him up so he can like make a video saying that he done with this shit and he's going to move away and get his life together or something. Jay lowers the gun slightly, thinking for a moment. He looks at Cam'ron, barely conscious, covered in blood, the carved X on his chest still bleeding. It would be poetic justice. Force him to publicly admit defeat, to walk away humiliated, to disappear. Clean him up with leader scars. Okay. Over the next 15 minutes, you carefully clean Cameron up, removing most of the blood and ensuring the knife wounds on his face and chest are visible but not fatal. Jay watches with an amused smirk as you transform him from a bloody mess to a living, breathing, scarred man. I throw a shirt on Cam, a tall tee, pink. Put it on. Cameron stares at the pink tee with wide, terrified eyes. He looks at you, then at Jay, then back to the shirt. His hands shake violently as he pulls it over his bruised, bloody torso. The pink fabric presses against his wounds. Jay chuckles darkly. How that feel, killer? Wearing that tee now. Cameron whimpers, tears streaming down his scarred cheeks. He looks at you confused. What you want me to say? Jay steps closer, the gun still in his hand but pointed at the floor. His voice is cold and commanding. You're gonna make a video. Right now. Say you done with the podcast, done with the hate speech, done with everything. You moving away, starting fresh. His family? Cameron's entire body tenses at the mention of his family. His bloodshot eyes lock onto yours. Desperation crawling back into his voice. My family, please. Are they He can't even finish the sentence. Jay steps in, voice low and predatory. Your family's fine. For now. The implication hangs heavy. But if you come back around, they won't be. I say, showing some grace. Jay looks at me knowing that means we're letting him live. Jay's expression softens slightly as he looks at you, understanding the unspoken agreement. He nods slowly, acknowledging that Cameron will be spared if he follows through with their demand. You hear that, killer? He turns back to Cameron. One wrong move, and it's killer season for your family. Cameron nods frantically, understanding the weight of the unspoken threat. He swallows hard, his mind racing. He knows he's been spared, a miracle he doesn't deserve. He looks at you both, his voice barely above a whisper. I'll make the video. Good. Jay gestures with the gun toward the phone, set up Cameron uses for his podcast, hit record, and make it convincing. He leans against the wall, arms crossed, watching Cameron like a hawk. Cameron wipes his face, takes a shaky breath, and hits the record button. He forces a smile that looks more like a grimace. Yo, I've been thinking a lot lately about my life, my words, and I realize I've been wrong, dead wrong. He pauses, his voice shaking slightly. I'm shutting down the podcast. I'm moving away from all this hate and bullshit, starting fresh. Glances nervously at you and Jay, terrified that if he messes up, the deal is off. He clears his throat, forcing the tears back. I'm stepping away from the game, effective immediately. No more it is what it is. No more trolling. I'm out. He looks directly into the camera. I'm done. I pass him a paper and tell him to read it. It says, people quit shit every day, B. You'll be alright, I'm out. Cameron takes the paper, his hand still shaking. He reads it aloud, his voice trembling. People quit shit every day, B. You'll be alright. He looks at you, gratitude and fear worn in his eyes. He knows this script from paid in full, and this is for life, for now. Cameron finishes the recording, stopping the video with trembling fingers. He looks at you and Jay, waiting for confirmation that he's done enough. The pink tee, the visible scars, the forced retirement message, all of it is pure humiliation. Exactly what was needed to end this chapter. Jay steps forward, pistol in hand, but lowered. Good boy. Jay reaches out, snatching the phone from Cameron's trembling hand. He scrolls through the video, playing it back to ensure everything is as they want it. He nods in satisfaction before turning off the screen and slipping the phone into his pocket. All right, killer. Jay leans in close, his voice a low, menacing whisper. You just retired from the game. No more podcasts, no more social media, no more nothing. You fucking done. He taps Cameron's forehead with the gun barrel. If we see one tweet, hear one whisper, or find out you started a new channel, he trails off, letting the silence hang heavy and dangerous in the room. We ain't playing checkers, homie. We playing chess. And we taking the king off the board. He steps back, holstering the weapon. Get out of town. And the queen too, if you want to play. Get your immediate family and go. Cameron's breathing is erratic, but understanding floods his eyes. He's been given a chance, a real one, and he knows it. I could take my family, my wife and kids? He looks between you and Jay, needed confirmation. Yeah, take them. Get them out the city. But listen, You move fast tonight. No packing for weeks. No goodbye tours. Just grab your people and disappear. Jay leans forward, resting his hands on the table. His gaze deadly serious. If we catch wind of you slipping back into old life, if you start popping shit again, the grace expires. He pauses, and so do you. Cameron nods rapidly, understanding the gravity of the situation. He's being offered a lifeline, a chance to save his family and his own skin. He knows he's not getting away with actual freedom, just a different kind of imprisonment. I got it. Cameron stands up slowly, his legs shaky. He looks at you and Jay one last time, taking in the dangerous calm of your expressions. He knows he's escaped death tonight, maybe not physically, but certainly professionally. His whole identity is being ripped away. Without another word, Cameron turns and walks out of the room. You and Jay watch him go, neither of you speaking until you hear the front door of the warehouse open and close softly. Jay exhales heavily, holstering his gun. That motherfucker's done. Yeah. Call Roman and Jacob and see if they good. I'll check on the ETA of the cleaners. Jay pulls out his phone, dialing Roman while you handle the logistics. You make your calls. Roman confirms everything's secure on his end. Jacob reports no issues. The cleaners are already on their way, about 5 minutes out. Jay ends his call, leaning against the bloodstained table. How you feeling, Mel? You good? I'm good. You? Jay looks around the room, taking in the scene of their handiwork. Blood, broken equipment, the lingering scent of fear. I'm good. That shit felt right. He meets your gaze, a small smirk playing on his lips. I can't believe Cameron was here. So freaking random. Jay laughs softly, shaking his head, right? Fucking universe works in mysterious ways, ain't it? First time we see that fool since the podcast, and he walks right into our trap. He pauses, chuckling. Guess we got lucky tonight. The sound of the vehicles pulling up outside breaks the moment. You both instinctively check your weapons, but the headlights flashing and the pattern Roman established confirms it's the cleanup crew. Two black vans roll into the warehouse, stopping just short of the bloody area. Out steps four men in dark clothing, one of them holding a clipboard. They move with practiced efficiency, assessing the scene. We walk up to the van, getting in slowly. What's up, Roman? What's up, Jacob? Roman and Jacob stare forward, their expression serious. Roman nods at you. Jacob stands silently by his side, arms crossed over his chest. Everything good? Roman asks softly, glancing between you and Jay. We handled it. Cameron's gone. Sent him packing with his family. Jay climbs into the van, settling into the seat next to Roman. He knows the deal. One slip up, he's done. Jacob slides the door shut, sealing the dark interior. Cleaners got the mist. Roman nods slowly. They're on it. Okay, cool. Y'all ready to roll? I got some music to listen to, I say, smirking devilishly. Jay grins back at you, catching the playful tone. Hell yeah. Let's ride. Roman starts the van, pulling out the warehouse as the cleanup crew springs into action behind them. As they hit the road, you pull out your phone, scrolling through your music library. As I play the music, we look at each other and laugh as we pull onto the highway. The music blasts through the speakers. It's Cameron's song, Hey Ma. It's the instrumental though. Jay leans back in his seat, laughing freely as you both sing along off-key karaoke style. Roman smirks from the front seat, shaking his head slightly. Jacob remains stoic, but a small smile tugs on the corner of his mouth. We ride the highway and the high all the way to the crib. And that's where we gonna end the episode at, man. I think that's like the season finale, you know? Yeah, that's the season finale right there. We finally caught up with Cameron ass, man. And I guess we're gonna hop right into season 2. Maybe we start with some actual wrestling. Maybe Monday Night Raw or something. I don't know. But like I said, thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel. It's me, Melvin. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe so we keep this thing rolling. And oh yeah, hype your girl up so I can make it to the algorithm, not the algorithm, because it don't work for me. And I'm out this thing. Deuces.